How old were you when you made your first million?
Honestly, that was not too long ago. That was actually like maybe 10 years ago. But then it switched. I sold everything and now I'm starting over with an app.
Actually.
So you gotta have some balls to do this shit.
So what line of business were you in?
I used to be in the dry cleaning business. I had 10 dry cleaners.
You had
in
10
Williamsburg,
dry
Brooklyn.
cleaners.
Yeah.
That's incredible. How
Yeah.
did you scale up from 1 to 10 locations? Was it hard? Or how did you go?
No, so the trick is, right, you want to own the factory, right? If you own the factory, then everything else is a pop-up. So that looks like a cleaners, but all you're doing is tagging and bagging. Then the van comes around, picks everything, takes to the factory. So you could get a 500 square foot place and still make $50,000 a month.
That's game.
Because remember, a shirt is called a wash and press. It costs about 40 cents to the hanger. You're charging $1.99.
That's incredible.
And that's just in dry cleaning, but I moved into tech now.
But you said that when you own the factory, I'm assuming that your competitors also become your customers.
Correct, because
Yeah.
now they want wholesale. It's a good business, but I moved from that to tech. You know why?
Right.
Because there's no money like tech.
So as somebody who's made millions in a year before, what was the best financial advice that you ever received?
I will tell you what my mentor told me, right? Be more interested than interesting. If you're in the room and you want to be the big star, then you're going to miss an opportunity. So be interested, not so interesting. You learn more. And the idea is we live in a world where people want a reaction right now. That's not how life works. If you want to really be a millionaire, this shit's going to take time. I know there's been a lot of crypto. I get all that. But we're talking sustainability. How do you keep it sustainable where this keeps reoccurring? And that takes years. That's not going to happen overnight. And if that's the thing, hey, you're going to probably make $1 million in a year. But then what happens after that? How do you keep that flow? And I'm trying to keep the flow.
Question for you. Is this your Rolls Royce?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's mine.
And what do you do for a living out here in Tampa to be able to afford a Rolls Royce?
I am a consultant. I'm
Yeah.
a business consultant.
Are you an entrepreneur?
I am definitely an entrepreneur.
How long have you been a business owner for?
I've been a business owner for 39 years.
And could I interview you real quick? I go
Sure.
all over the country just asking business owners advice to new entrepreneurs.
Sure.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
Most amount of money I've ever made in a single year, $15 million.
$15 million. Yeah. Have you ever been broke before?
I was broke for the first part of my life. Then I made millions of dollars, and then I was broke again. And now we've set it up in such a way that that doesn't happen anymore.
What separates middle class from wealthy people in today's world?
Poor people and middle class people feel like everything's expensive because they pay for everything with money they've exchanged their time for, and they feel like they're paying for everything with their life because they are. Wealthy, creative entrepreneurs like yourself, like myself, we pay for things according to our creativity. In other words, we create an offer to pay for everything we buy. So everything costs the same amount.
And do you believe in God?
I more than believe in God. I trust God. So that's, I believe in God and I trust God.
How important has faith been for you throughout your career?
It's the most important thing in my life.
How did you build that relationship and build that trust in God? Maybe to speak to those people that may not understand the importance of that and how much that's had an
So
impact.
I received Christ as my Savior when I was 16 years old. I started reading the Bible when I was 17. Every success principle that I learned, the very first thing that I do is I go back and look at Scripture and see if it lines up. If it does, I'll follow it. If it doesn't, I ditch it.
You got amazing advice.
Thank
you
you.
so much for your time. I
Appreciate
really
it.
appreciate that. So
Good to
thank
meet you, young man.
How long have you been an entrepreneur for?
My whole life.
What's
Yep.
the greatest lesson you learned about entrepreneurship? A lesson you learned that somebody will not
Take care
learn.
of your people. And the worst thing you can have is have a big corporation take over the company and try and homogenize everything. It doesn't work because they don't care about the staff. You take care of your people, you're going to be successful.
Is that what happened to you?
Yeah, they bought us out. Yeah, I made great money, but
In terms of revenue, what was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
TV stations were doing 30, 40 million. The restaurant was doing 5 million.
Did you ever lose money?
Oh God, yeah. I had businesses that didn't work. I always tried to have 3 sources of income, 3 different businesses in different categories working to make money.
But a lot of people would say don't diversify. How do you feel about that?
They're wrong because you don't want to have the old classic, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I was in the restaurant business, I was in the farming business, and I was in the television business.
Did you come from a lot of money?
No, I grew up on a farm.
Yeah. So what was the turning point to financial freedom? What did you see that made you want to go out and build a big $1 million business?
Well, my dad was a farmer. He took a risk every day.
How old are you now?
I'm almost 70.
Is this your Ferrari?
Yes, it is.
And what do you do for a living out here in Scottsdale to be able to afford a Ferrari?
I'm an entrepreneur.
How long have you been a business owner for?
3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
And I go all over the country just asking business owners their best advice to new entrepreneurs. Could I ask you a couple quick questions for the channel?
Sure.
Awesome. So what are you doing right now in entrepreneurship?
I own an online fitness and nutrition company.
And you've been in that business the last 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
So what was the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year?
So the most amount of money that we have done will be this year. We'll do north of 20 million annual reoccurring revenue.
$20 million.
20 million.
How did you
And that's just the start, by the way, okay? Because
Yeah.
we're going to scale this thing to over 100 million.
That's incredible.
I know we can do it.
Let me first ask you this. How did you scale this company from 7 to 8 figures? A lot of business owners, they have a great idea. They really struggle to scale. You specialize in scaling companies. What took your company from 7 to 8 figures?
First of all, you got to dial in capturing the demand. So marketing and sales is huge. If you don't have somebody overseeing and driving the function of marketing and sales, you don't have a business, right? But then the the challenges then that you face as a business owner is not just capturing the demand and then converting it, but fulfilling the service so that the client experience doesn't break. So that requires somebody who has a lot of operational experience to come in and build systems and process.
Now, as a multiple eight-figure entrepreneur, what was the best financial advice that you ever received?
You have to bet on yourself. You can't focus on what you're making now. So there was a time that I only made $19,000 a year, right? But here mentally, I was always rich. So it's a mindset. You have to take the money that you're making and continuously reinvest in yourself. And you have to keep doing that all the way through. That's how you're going to earn more money over time. So you're the best bet that you can make. A lot of people value money over valuing themselves. I value myself over money, which is why I'm so rich.
How old are you now?
43.
How old were you when you became a millionaire?
I was actually 40.
40 years old.
So I guess it took me a long time, right? So it's never too late, right? Age is just a number. It's all about how you feel and that energy that you have inside.
But if you were to go back in time and have a conversation with your 20-year-old self, when you were starting from zero, what's the best advice that you would give to your younger self?
To not give a fuck what anybody thinks about you. You have to believe in yourself. I think when I was younger, I didn't have relentless belief in myself and I wasn't unapologetic about who I was. It took me a long time to be who I am today.
You got amazing advice. Thank you so much. Excuse me, sir. Question for you. Have you ever been broke before?
Huh?
Have you ever been broke before?
I've been broke before?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've been broke before.
Yeah. And what line of business are you in?
I own a digital marketing company. I'm an investor.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I go all over the country just asking successful people how they made it for the younger generation. Could I interview you for the channel real quick?
That's dope, man.
So how long have you been an entrepreneur for?
For about 3 or 4 years, man.
Over these 4 years, what was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
It's going to be my current year. I'm making a few million this year, bro. Yeah.
Give me a range.
45.
$45 million.
Yeah.
As a multiple seven-figure entrepreneur, what is the best financial advice that you ever received?
Leverage debt. I think a lot of people are looking to get out of debt, which means you just come from being negative to broke. And then another thing is, if you don't learn how to leverage debt, you'll always be working for somebody else who knows how to leverage debt.
Break that down. How can somebody leverage debt to create wealth?
Let's just say if we leverage other people's money to be able to buy real estate or to start a business, now we have the capability and opportunity to start these businesses and investments. But we can use somebody else's money to start something that cash flows and then pay back off the debt over time. So why am I looking to pay off debt when I can cash flow off somebody else's money and start the things that I want to start without my own money? I like that concept.
You know they don't teach that in school, right?
Yeah, you definitely don't learn that in school.
Did you go to college?
I went to college for like 90 days, and then I dropped out. I'm not that smart, man. I didn't know how to write a 10 to 15 page paper. I kind of quit after they told me how to write a page paper. I'm like, that ain't my thing.
How old are you now?
30.
30.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you became a millionaire?
Like 27.
Do you come from a lot of money?
Nah, I don't. My father died in a car crash when I was a kid, like 1 year old, and my mom, she got taken into jail for a few years as well. So
What was the turning point to financial freedom?
one thing that I know is that everybody do is say that stuff is hard. Starting a business is hard. Investing is hard. Like getting your credit together is hard. Well, it's hard being broke. It's hard being in the same position year after year after year after year. So you got to choose what hard you want.
How old were you when you became a millionaire?
Probably 28.
And what line of business are you in?
At that time, I was in computers and consumer electronics.
What are you doing right now?
I run a television network in all the airports, hotels.
What business is that?
It's called Reach TV.
Actually, how did
Yes.
you get into the television business? It's very competitive in entertainment because there's some huge companies there. How are you standing out?
Well, I'm working with them. And also, we own our space, so nobody else can dominate travel like we can. And our tech, because I came from tech, delivers directly down to every single screen. So
Right.
we're the only television network that actually knows where it is.
Yeah.
And you have 54 million travelers a month going through, so every league, every partner, all want those eyeballs.
So you're not afraid to go into a competitive market where there's a lot of people.
I've been competing all my life. Competition is part of it.
Did you come from a lot of money? Did you come?
Came from nothing. My grandfather ran a garbage route, and his second grade education, my grandmother the same.
So in other words, you don't have to come from a rich family, but a rich family can come from you.
All day.
How old are you now?
I'm 53.
53. You look incredible for 53.
Thank you very much.
Over these years, what's the most amount of money you made in a single year?
250 million.
250 million. Question for you. How old were you when you became a millionaire?
29.
29?
Yep.
And how old are you now?
48.
And what do you do for a living out here in Scottsdale?
I own a healthcare company and a couple software companies.
And how long have you been an entrepreneur for?
Well, I guess my whole career, 24 years.
And what was the lowest point in your career as an entrepreneur?
Probably like 10 years ago. I gambled on the wrong staff and they burnt me and picked myself back up. And there's nobody you can reinvest into besides yourself.
What was your superpower as a business owner?
I just talk to everybody on a regular basis.
Communication.
Communication, for sure.
So I'm assuming that you're a salesperson then? or
Nope, I'm a retired doctor.
Retired doctor?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I own the company now, but I'm the founder and CEO.
Okay, so I guess in terms of revenue across all these businesses, what has been the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year?
About 100 million.
$100 million.
Yeah.
And what are you selling?
We're in healthcare, so we provide primary care for trauma patients.
Right.
So we do everything. We do all the surgeries, we do scar revisions, we do psych counseling, we do PT, we do chiro, we do just general medical management, everything.
Do you come from money?
Oh, no, not at all. McDonald's was a cool thing as a kid. Like, that was like a real treat and reward.
How did you change your family's trajectory? Like, what did you see that made you want to get really serious about becoming financially free and really successful in business?
My dad built custom homes as a hobby, and he always pointed out everybody in the neighborhood didn't have a job, they owned something. So I think I took that insight as, well, when I became a doctor, I'm going to own my practice and then kind of expand it from there.
How did you get the money to start your business? Did you have to borrow any money or leverage any capital?
Nope. I'm the only owner, no other banks, no other personal or private equity, nothing. It's just me.
So you built a $100 million company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's worth maybe $1 billion now, but it's we do well.
What is your net worth?
It's somewhere between 5 and 700 million, and maybe more.
So what did you have to sacrifice to build a $100 million company?
I never saw my kids wake up. I never saw them go to bed. I worked 6 days a week. I took Sundays off to take a nap. My wife over here said that everybody said, "Did you hire him for Facebook? Because we've never met your husband. Because all he does is work." So I think I sacrificed a lot of my children's youth, but now they're teenagers, and I'm there every day. So it's cool.
How old were you when you made your first million?
39.
39. How old are you now?
40.
40? So you made it this last year.
Made a lot of millions in the last year.
What line of business?
I'm a spine surgeon.
Actually. So let me ask you this real quick. A lot of people, they go to medical school, they come out with shiny object syndrome because they were in school for so long. What's the lesson about business you could give to a medical professional when they're starting out?
Always plan for the future, because today's sunshine will turn into tomorrow's rain. You may be wealthy today, you may lose everything tomorrow. And the other thing I would tell to everybody that wants to focus on acquiring objects and things, and well, I have everything I've ever dreamed of. It doesn't make you happy. Happiness is a pursuit of your dream, pursuit of your mission, your purpose. Don't chase money and don't chase objects. Chase your purpose.